Hello, everybody. It's September 29th. How did we get here? Oh my gosh. Good news is Hocus Pocus 2 comes out tomorrow. So my kiddos and I have been prepping for the celebration we're having in our garage watching the movie. So super excited about that. Um, I am so excited for just fall, and not just because the weather's my favorite or Hocus Pocus 2, but um I just have this like stirring feeling inside of me that God's doing something really big with our team, and that's so just a great feeling to have. So I want to say thank you to you guys for making it a priority to hop on here. That is huge, so important. As a busy mom of three and another job in addition to this, I get it. It's hard to even, you know, map out 30 minutes of your day. So thank you for being here. You are making the best decision ever for you and your business. What I wanted to start with, um, we usually kick this off with some type of like motivational thing, but I was spending some time just thinking, what has motivated me this month? And I was really honing in on my why. And what's really interesting to me is my why is the same why that I've had for a long time, like mainly kind of my why am I fighting so hard to change my life, or why am I fighting so hard to keep my relationship with Jesus, or and it looked a little bit different. And then Sarah, you had sent I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. I should have wrote it down. That link that talks to you or that walks you through to create your why. And so I don't know who did it on here. If you did, that's super great. But I kind of want to go through that exercise kind of quickly. It's usually about 5 to 7 minutes long with you guys. So if you can get a pen and paper out, I want you to write it down. And then after we kind of go through it, if anybody is brave enough, there's only what, two, four, six, there's only 8 of us on here. So if anybody is brave enough to share their why at the end, I will share mine. It just hit me differently. It was different than what I thought my normal why was. I think it's because I've grown up a lot and a lot has changed in my life. And so I just want to encourage you guys to kind of develop yours, because when we have those months that we're in a rut, or we're just kind of like, gosh, is all this hard work worth it? Like, is this even where we want to be? Is this? And then it's like, aha, remembering my why. But if you don't have it, you don't know what it is, it's not written down, it's not in front of you, that's kind of tricky to remember it, right? So I'd love to do this exercise together if you guys are okay with that. Um, the first question is, what do you want to do? So you'll just jot that down, answer it. I know that's very vague. What do you want to do? And then the next question is, why is that important to you? And then the question after that is, why is that important to you? And then the next question, why is that important to you? And then you guessed it. Why is that important to you? Oh, thank you, Sarah. And then the very last one that kind of determines what your why is why is that important to you? That's the last one, I swear. Mine actually turned out much different than I would have guessed what it was. It was more on like just a much deeper level than I anticipated. So, okay, who wants to share? Okay, I'll go first. So my why is to change the generational curse in my family and rewrite the script for my kids. I would never guess that that would be what my why was. But I'm also not surprised by it because I feel like when I think of a certain side of my family, nobody's really doing anything with their lives. Their kids are following in the same footsteps as them. Um, Nobody's really a believer. Like there's just so much stuff in there that I'm like, oh my gosh, that breaks my heart. It makes me so sad. And I don't want that for my kids. And so even though my why is that important to you answers were totally unrelated, when I got to the very end and I asked myself, why is that important to you? I was like, well, duh, because I want to change the generational curse that's on my family and rewrite the script for my kids. And then I was like, wait, what? That came out of nowhere. I just thought that was like so profound for me. And so, does anybody want to share theirs? It's okay if not, but.
So I didn't really get to the root of my why because I think it completely changed from when I started Plexus.
Okay, that's okay.
Like at first I was like, no, I just want to feel better. Like that's all I wanted to do. I'm like, I just want to feel better. And then I feel like every day it has just started changing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't just want to feel better. I want everyone else to feel better. And now I'm like, oh, I don't want to just feel better. I want to help, I want to help our family income. Oh, I don't want to just feel like it just every day is, I'm like, wow, this is unexpected. I just said I wanted to feel better.
Just write all of that down.
I know. I'm like, holy cow, there's a lot going on here.
I was gonna suggest, so I have mine, like I put it on my binder here. Oh, here's the postcard you sent me.
Oh, I love that you have that.
Oh, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, man. I'll save that until I die. I like the idea of this is to have it in front of you all the time in case you're having a bad day or you're just doubting yourself or what have you. So you might need to get a poster board.
I'm gonna have it like hanging up right when we walk in.
Yes. Welcome to our home, my wise.
I love this is actually a really cool activity. Like I feel like I need to definitely sit and think more about this because it took me more by surprise than I realized.
Yeah, same. I love that. Good. That's awesome. Okay, to kind of anybody else want to share before I move on? Okay. Oh. What?
Hey, I think I'm gonna have to do this activity in more depth because like Mackenzie said, kind of my original reason for why I started has evolved and changed. And so I want to do this in more detail, but it started with helping others and then to make a difference in someone's life to fulfill the purpose God has for me. And then I want God to work through me to do his work, which is what I've been praying for, which will in turn deepen my relationship with him. And then she scribbled all over it. So I'm going to have to redo it. But that's kind of where it was going. I was like, oh. So thank you for allowing us to do that activity together, because that's something that I haven't, like, I've always thought I knew what my why was, or of course I think the first thing I've always said was, oh, it's my family, it's for freedom, it's for flexibility, you know, all of those things, but I've never actually taken the time to write all of those things down. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. Cool. Okay, so I know we always talked about shouting out our wins. So if anybody has any wins to share, please do so. I want to shout out Mackenzie. This is her first Gather and Grow call. And this girl started just like 2 weeks ago, and she's senior silver. She got her watch. She's 2 away from getting her watch for her husband. She is just on fire for this right now, and it is so cool to see her just like blossom into this like business owner. And so go Mackenzie. I'm so proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Okay, seriously though, like, you guys had a huge part in this, because I would never have been able to do this without feeling so supported, and like, you guys were so excited with me and for me, and I'm like, okay, no, I can do this. This is fun. Okay, let's do this. Like, this isn't just something that I've done before. This was so different, and you guys made a huge difference in that. I like want to do this every day.
Yay!
Like, actually, it's so cool.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. All right, what other wins do we have?
Well, I signed a new friend in my neighborhood yesterday.
Yay!
We talked a little bit, and she said, well, you know, my husband wants to do it, my friend wants to do it. I'm like, you know, if you get another one, you get like $300. And she was like, oh. So she literally signed up yesterday and went silver yesterday. I was like, so
look how easy it is.
yeah. So I gotta shout her out, and I gotta like put that up on the page after we're done. But I was so excited for her.
Oh, that's so cool.
And also
love
that
how
helped me earn
just,
my
like,
watch. So I'm good with that too.
What'd you say?
I said also that helped me earn my watch. So I'm good with that too.
Yay, Allison! Gosh, I love that.
Let's have that happen to every person.
I know.
Right? I know. I was like, I don't want you to leave money on the table. And she was like, oh. So I just need one more person. I was like, yeah. She was like, okay. I was like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. We can keep going. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. I was like, but I want to tell you how this works so that you can have the opportunity. And, you know, so
Just like so matter of fact. I love that.
Yeah. Just don't. I was like, I don't want you to leave money on the table. Like, why bother? If you've got 2 people already, especially, like,
sure, yeah,
get the rest of the money.
I know.
So
3 more and you get a watch. What's the problem?
right?
I mean, but really, we get in our own way with stuff like that. Like when you just like easily like, hey, you could make $300. It's like, oh well, duh. But then if we sit on it and we're like, well, we better not say anything. What if they think we're crazy and we're trying to get them to work the business? You know, and it's like, it's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that.
Yes, I have stopped myself numerous times and gone, you know what? She's excited about it. Stop overthinking this. Like,
I
and it's me
know.
overthinking it, or me like thinking she'll be like, oh, don't do this, or don't, you know, I don't want to be on there, whatever. I'm like, no, she's excited about it. I'm like, put it on the thing. She's excited. And if she wants to do more, great. But
Yep.
you never know.
100%. Well, go you. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Any other wins? Anybody wants to share?
Okay, I'm being sappy for a minute.
Go for it.
I think you need a win for getting me to post on social media so much, because I seriously was terrified. I'm like, I am not going to do this. I'm just going to like post a story, or maybe I won't even post on social media. And you were so encouraging about like, okay, who cares? Like, it's not your problem. It's their problem. And I'm like, you're right. Okay, I can do this. That's right. It's not my problem. And I've had more fun posting on social media because I'm like, this is silly. Why would I not want people to know about this? And I've gotten so many clients just from posting and being genuine and not like, hey, buy my product, please. Just like saying why it made me feel really great. And it's because I've watched you over the years post. I'm like, okay, this is so easy. Like I never thought negative thoughts when you posted. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe people won't think that if I post. So you win for getting me to post on social media. It's been actually awesome.
Oh, Mackenzie, you're so sweet.
This has been like the happiest. I'm sorry.
No, this is great. This is so fun. I mean, the call is gather and grow. We're supposed to gather together and grow in relationship with one another. So here we are doing it, and I'm proud of us. But that's what it is. You can't control other people's opinions of you. That is their own personal problem. And if they want to feel icky feelings towards you, like that's not your responsibility to wear the weight of that or assume that that's even what's happening. Sometimes we make that all up in our head, and they might be like, man, look at that girl just out there killing it. They don't comment on anything, they don't like anything, they don't say anything. But we're like, man, she's never like commented on my stuff. She must think I'm a psychopath. Like that's ridiculous. It's not like that. So anyway,
No, it's not. You're right. And it's like a whole new freedom.
it is. I know. What a weight lifted off of our shoulders. Jeez. Okay, so we have the rest of tonight and tomorrow. I am Kim. I already told you this, so sorry. I'm so happy you still got on the call though. I thought you were gonna be like, well, I already talked to Kelsey, so
I get to see your face, so that's what I'm here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have been obsessed with Emily Gibson since the Relaunch Yourself thing that we did. So much so I signed up for her life coaching stuff, and it's just like it's changing me in ways that I didn't expect to be changed or knew I needed to be changed in, if you will. So I've been watching just different videos each day, and a lot of the times they're just videos telling you what you need to do. Like you want to grow by 2 to 5 people, do this today. And you guys, it has worked. I have had the best, I'm not bragging. Please do not take it that way. I'm saying this simply because the challenge I'm going to give you is stuff that I've been actively doing that she has taught me. But because of a lot of her videos that I've watched, I was able to get my husband an Apple Watch 2. And I didn't even think that that was possible. And I'm so excited about it. But I want to share this with you guys because when you get off this call, I really, really, really want you to just do it. She says it in the video. Just follow her what she says to do. I literally verbatim did what she said. And I signed up. I wrote it down. I signed up 4 people. I did it on Tuesday, and that day I think I signed up 2, and then the next day I signed up 2. And I have more conversations kind of flowing through my inbox. And so I was shocked by it, but I was like, okay, Emily said to do it, so I'm going to give it a shot. And it worked out. So I'm not going to explain it to you because I figured I'd butcher it. And I want you to hear it straight from her mouth because she's just, I don't know. I love her. Obviously, you can't tell. So I'm going to share my screen. And I love that. She's so great. I don't know why, but something about her vibe. And anytime I tag her in my stories and Instagram, she reshares it and messages me. So I'm like, I feel like she's like Kim Kardashian or something. And I get really excited. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and play the video. And then after that, we can kind of wrap it up. Okay. And of course, hang on 1 second.
We're not able to hear it, Kelsey.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to come on and do that. Thank you, Anne.
Oh, hang on. What did I do wrong?
Probably just turn her up. It sounds like maybe I could almost hear little bits of it, but not all the way.
Oh. Yeah, it's up all the way. Let me see if there's like a setting. What? Yeah, I'm trying to play the video. Maybe same as system.
Are you sharing the video?
I shared my screen. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you hear that?
Barely.
Maybe we can just look it up on YouTube after the call.
Okay. Hang on. What time is it? Okay. It's fine, babe. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I will send you this link and tell you when to start watching it. Well, you can watch the whole thing really if you want. But basically what she talks about what she talks about, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, I just messed with some settings, so I wanted to make sure. What she talks about in the video is how important Facebook Live is. And so what it does is it obviously notifies all the people on your Facebook that you're going live. But anybody that you're in conversations with via Messenger, the way the algorithms work is it shoots your live back up onto the top of their feed as that conversation stays active. And so even if it's like a fence sitter or somebody who just like you can't get to pull the trigger or what have you, doing that Facebook Live just keeps throwing your stuff back up to the top of the feed. But the strategy behind the Facebook Live, I can share this with you. I actually shared it with Kim. Give me 1 second. Okay. So making the title, she talks about how when you do it, a lot of people are like, I take Plexus products because ... Or Plexus has helped me so much. Click here and find out why. And it's like the people who aren't commenting or liking your stuff aren't going to watch that either, you know? And so it's like, what is kind of like a hook, line, and sinker to get them on there? Well, making your title, I'm so tired of feeling exhausted all the time, ... So she laughs because she's like, all the people who've been seeing you post about Plexus stuff are going to be like, wait, what? What is this? And then they're going to want to click on it and they're going to unmute it because they want to see what the heck you're talking about. Like, I thought these products were working or, whatever. And she literally tells you verbatim what to say. So like, hey guys, I don't know if this is your everyday, but this used to be mine. I used to constantly think I'm so exhausted and I'm miserable because of it. This was my everyday 4 years ago. I don't ever want to go back to that. And if that's yours right now, I have hope for you. And then on a piece of paper, you'll want to make a list of all the previous issues that you had before Plexus. And then on the right side, all the issues or all the stuff that Plexus has helped. And so that is kind of the idea of it. You explain what problems you had and then what problems are fixed. And then she tells you exactly what to say. And then at the very end, you say, thank you for listening, friends. And then that's it. I know that doesn't sound like, oh my gosh, that's wild. I'm trying this right now. But you guys, I did it on Tuesday and I signed up 4 people right away. 1, they like seeing your face. 2, there's something about it being live because you're live, right? And so what you're saying is what you're saying. It's not, it just feels more real versus in like a post. And so people appreciate that a little bit more. Um, I am actively having some of the best conversations with people too. Um, I didn't know your story was that way. Like, I've seen you post a lot about Plexus, but I didn't understand that you struggled so much with stuff. I thought you just were, that was like a job of yours. Like, I've gotten to set the record straight a little bit with some people just because of this live, which was really nice. So anyways, I really, really, really challenge you guys. I'm still sharing my screen, my Lanta, clicked it like 3 times. I will send you that video so you can watch it. I will also, I typed out everything on my phone. And so I'll save you guys the work and I can put that like in the comments or in our Lead with Love chat or something. Because at the very end, it's like, if you've even toyed with this or you've even entertained the idea of trying this out, like, what do you have to lose? Like, you get your money back if you think it's that bad. But also, what do you have to gain? Your life back? Like, my goodness, let's do it. Let's give it a try. And it's funny because that video that she did was actually made a year ago, and it was the same dollar enrollment. Like, so the language is very, very similar. And the way I did it with how much you get off is I took the price of like active. If they're doing the reset, the discount of the active, and I think it was like $80 or something. So I'm like, you literally get $80 off right now. Like, there's no better time to start. But make it your own. Obviously, I did a little bit in mine if you compare my notes to the video. And just be authentic. And I was blown away by the response I got. And I'm telling you guys this because it's the 29th of the month and tomorrow is the last day for September. And I want you guys to hit your goals. I want everybody to earn that Apple Watch. And I really think it's doable. I mean, that same day alone, I had 2 and I did it in the afternoon. And so if you guys even do it tonight, I know people are aimlessly laying in bed, scrolling on social media. If you even do it tonight, that's even sooner. So you have all day tomorrow to connect and get people going. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys. And that is a challenge. So I'm challenging you guys to step out of your comfort zone and be bold and brave and go live on social media. I'm actually trying to get myself to do that once a week. So I'm really excited to sneak that into my routine. It is a little uncomfortable, but that's how we grow, right? So to kind of wrap it up, you guys, call reminders. This is every single Thursday. So I wouldn't even wait for the graphic, the invite to come out. Just set your clock, 7:30 Central Time, and try to be here. I will tell you that in August, I made a completely different IPA list. And one of the things I added to it was attend the calls, be a part of the planning, do the things. And I've had the best month I've had since April. And it's because of these calls. It's because of the intentionality of living in community with all of you that has radically changed the business perspective for me. So thank you for letting me be a part of that. But again, every single Thursday, 7:30 Central Time, try to be here. I would love more squares on the screen. It's just so great to see everybody kind of come together at the same time, no matter where we live. Monday motivation call, the Tuesday and Thursday, why Plexus, why now? Those are all really, really important. And guys, my encouragement and my additional challenge to you is to just engage on the pages. We have so much fun stuff coming up on Love Your Guts and Lead with Love and all the things. And let's get people excited for the reset and just the fall and looking good for the holidays when they have to go around their family they haven't seen for an entire year. So I am just so excited for everything that we have coming up, and I cannot wait to kick off October with you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. And I will send you over that video. I'm sorry I had technical difficulties. I swear I practiced it before and it worked. So, any questions at all about anything?
I just wanted to thank you again for
No.
that, Kelsey, because so I did your challenge yesterday, and it led to a conversation because I had a friend share it. I shot everyone a message on my team because I have a few fence sitters that were on the fence about sharing. And so how much easier does it make it if you're literally giving them the video to share, and then they can add either their snippet of what it's done
Yes.
for them or their testimony, and it just makes it so seamless to be able for them to share it. It's not, they're not feeling awkward in creating this post that they've never posted before. So that was really great because 10 of my friends were actually able to share that on their page. So that video got over 253 views just on the original post that I did, but then on their pages, on their corresponding pages. So
Wow.
it was it was incredible, just the support and the encouragement that I received, and people who I didn't even think were going to take the time to share it did. So it was I lack of words. So thank you so much for that. And like you said, just those conversations are happening, and I'm really excited for these next tomorrow and these next few weeks to come. So fingers crossed, we will see.
Fingers crossed. Praying big prayers, girl. Mackenzie, were you saying something?
I just wanted to say that was awesome, and you did such a great job. And I really am really excited to do a live video. I'm terrified, but
You can do it. It's actually really exhilarating.
I'm so nervous.
I'll send that right after we get off of here. That way you guys have all that information. All right, guys. Well, I think it's about to cut us off. Well, I guess we have two minutes left. I am going to pause the recording really quick.